Hello, this is a video trying to show an approach of making swiping page effect. Although some good tutorials show how to use the dragging event or computing the position of your dragging to make swiping effect, I found another approach that only use score reg script and some field or characteristic of the score reg script. So this is how it works. First you will create an ScrollView object and choose you need horizontal swiping or vertical, and put your page in the content and set the width of content same as the all your page same as all your page. And this approach use the field of the score reg that it has a horizontal normal position. This field means how much you score in the score view. So for example, when you are at the left side of the score view is 0, and when you are at the right side of score view is 1. So and the middle of your every page is the equally separate of the 0 to 1 as your pages, as the number of your pages. So when I making this effect, first I would compute the gap, and the gap should be 1 divide your page count minus 1. Since if you only have 2 pages, the first page is 0 and the last page is 1. So it should be minus 1. Okay, so and the last is your gesture, the gesture of how people drag the swiping page. And I realized 2 functions. First is when you drag fast enough, it would do swiping page. You drag fast enough and not fast enough. And the second effect is like even when you don't drag fast enough, but you drag over the half of the page, it should swipe. So it's a 2 effect: the fast dragging and the drag over half. So I have a condition, and this is also the field of the score reg. It has a velocity field. That means how the velocity you drag the score view, and and you need to make sure that the initial field is checked. Only if you check the initial field that the velocity work naturally. Otherwise, the velocity would rapidly become 0. So this condition may fail or work improperly. And the other condition is for swiping page is to compute your dragging, whether your dragging is over the half of the page. So I use the variable target post means which progress or page the position in the 0 to 1, the range of normal position I currently select, and if it minus the current horizontal position is greater than half of the gap, that means I want to swipe left. So I set this variable as the page I should swiping to. So and I use this to make an animation. Whenever I release the drag and the horizontal the horizontal normal position of the ScrollView would lerp to the target pose. So it would have a smooth sliding animation. And that is all. Is all I have done to make this. Oh, and this is a event trigger that when you begin drag, I would set the release to false. Otherwise, this function would continually set the move my horizontal normal position, and when player and drag, it would it would uh, it would check whether the swiping happened and where does swiping end for, and set the velocity to 0. Otherwise, it would have initial velocity, and I and set the release to true, so the smooth animation would work. And if anybody don't like the user update to make animation, maybe you can add coroutine here to realize this lerp animation, but 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 you need to be careful that the coroutine may happen rapidly, since player may drag this very frequently. Okay, and if you want to make a page hint, like showing player which page is he select, so I add a function that would create same page dots as the page count, and would set the color to show which page is select, and I add a variable to 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 compute which page is select, and whenever a drag happened, I would set the old page to a darker color and set the select page to a brighter color, and this is a result. Yes, that is a result a swiping page effect, and I think that's all. That's all. And okay, I need to mention that I use a horizontal layout group to make sure all my dot would sort in alignment and in same distance. So that is my sharing. And sorry for my English is not very well or even very awful, but I found this mess is quite interesting, and I would like to share if anyone need a simple approach to make swiping page. And that's all. Thank you.